How to decorate a dining table for Thanksgiving using neutral colors. Thanksgiving is a time to gather with friends and family to celebrate what we are thankful for. Decorating for Thanksgiving gatherings should show that the host or hostess was thoughtful of the guests and spent a little extra time to ensure that everything looks special. This will encourage people to want to spend more time together sitting at the dining room table. Some people prefer to decorate a dining table with bold colors, however, others prefer a neutral aesthetic. Here are a few interior designer tips and tricks for how to decorate a dining table in a neutral color scheme and create a gorgeous Thanksgiving tablescape. What is your definition of neutral? Most people agree that basic neutral colors are white, gray, and black. However, don't forget about beige, brown, taupe, ivory, and cream that will add variation to your basic neutral colors. Some people consider silver to be a neutral color since it is a metallic gray color, while others include brass and gold also as neutral colors, even though they are more of a yellow color. When decorating for Thanksgiving with neutral colors, you might want to consider including the color orange with your neutrals because of the color of pumpkins that are so prevalent during Thanksgiving. Also, consider including green with your neutrals because of the color of greenery. You decide which neutral colors you want to use for your Thanksgiving tablescape. A designer tip is to make sure to think about your dining room color scheme and the color schemes of the adjacent rooms when selecting which neutral colors you want to include on your Thanksgiving dining table. Contrast is key. When decorating with neutral colors, the overall effect can be very boring if you don't incorporate several contrasting items. Neutral colors can contrast with the use of light and dark elements, such as using a dark color like black or dark brown adjacent to a light color like white or cream. Contrast can come with the use of different textures, such as decorating with items having opposing textures that are soft, rough, bumpy, spiky, fluffy, velvety, silky, smooth, coarse, fuzzy, or wrinkly. Shapes can also contrast, such as the use of a square item near a round item. Abstract shapes are especially interesting. Contrasting sizes are also interesting, such as using candlesticks of different heights or pumpkins of different sizes. Interior design styles can contrast if you mix handmade pottery plates with traditional fine china plates. Interior design eras can contrast if you mix modern elements with vintage or antique elements. Materials can contrast, such as using reclaimed wood near a sleek marble tray. Patterns can contrast, such as using a stripe near a floral. Lighting within a room can contrast when it creates areas of the room that are lighter and darker than others, which is why adding more than just one overhead light in a room is important for creating contrast. The use of lit candles is a perfect way to enhance lighting contrast, since candles only give off a little light very near the candle and create interesting shadows as they flicker. Try to incorporate several different types of contrast for a more interesting and less predictable look. The base layer. Consider what you want as the base of your tablescape. Many people will want to use a tablecloth on their dining table. Some people want to use a table runner. Others want to use placemats. You can use one, none, or several of the base layers mentioned to start building your Thanksgiving tablescape. You can use a solid base layer, a textural base layer, or a patterned base layer. A designer tip is that your base layer does not need to be made out of fabric. It can be made out of wicker, bamboo, rattan, moss, mirror, wood, stone, or most any material imaginable. The right tableware. Thanksgiving is a time to be a bit over the top since you will be spending so much time sitting at the dining table. If you have fancy tableware, now is the time to use it. Use your good dishes, silver and crystal. Interior designers like to create a personalized experience where everyone gets an identical place setting of dishes curated from different sets. For example, you can use a rattan charger with your basic white china dinner plate and a cabbage salad plate. For extra Thanksgiving flair, you can purchase special Thanksgiving-themed salad plates to use with your basic white china. A Thanksgiving-themed gravy boat would be a fun accessory. Create a stunning centerpiece. The centerpiece of your Thanksgiving dining table should be dramatic to catch everyone's attention and make a statement. Just make sure that the centerpiece is not too tall so that people can see each other across the table. You can use different types of greenery, pine cones, candles of varying heights, flowers, pumpkins, and gourds of various colors, pheasant feathers, acorns, walnuts, or whatever you can dream up. Consider supplementing store-bought items using greenery, twigs, and other natural items from your garden to enhance your Thanksgiving centerpiece. A designer tip is to consider how your Thanksgiving tablescape might transition to become a Christmas tablescape by simply removing a few Thanksgiving-themed items from your centerpiece and adding a few Christmas-themed items. Add accessories and personal touches. You might want to add some additional accessories or a few personal touches to your Thanksgiving tablescape to make it extra special. Some accessories to consider are cloth napkins folded in a unique way, Thanksgiving-themed napkin rings, place cards to seat guests in a way to reduce drama and keep the conversation flowing, and a small dinner menu for each guest. Interesting vintage or antique Thanksgiving decor placed throughout your tablescape is a nice touch that people remember. Some personalized touches to consider adding to your tablescape are small framed family photos, thank you notes or notes of gratitude specifically created for each guest, and a small gift for each guest to take home with them. If you enjoyed this video and want to be inspired with more interior design content, please subscribe to this channel. Make sure to click the bell icon to get notified of new videos and be involved in our community of interior design enthusiasts. Happy Thanksgiving!